him, but like, it's funny how he mixes opponents, mate. So we were like laughing, but he's not going to be able to do that. You have to put your hands up in boxing.
So far his hands have been down and you've been successful, so it should be a good one. Ben Whittaker versus Liam Cameron. I do believe Ben will be pushed more than he's been pushed in previous fights. All right, I think the best cruiserweight in the world, Jai Pattaya, will take on Jack Massey. Jai, first of all, thank you for making it here, Jai. I know we had a bit of an issue in getting here, but you are here. Jai, so far so good on Riyadh season cards, right? Ellis Zorro, you got pushed against Marius Bradis. We know you wanted the Chris Phillips-Smith fight. You don't get that, you get Jack Massey, who himself coming off a really good win against Isaac Chamberlain. Is that a disappointment you didn't get Chris Phillips-Smith, or are you excited to be taking on Jack Massey?
Man, you know, it is what it is. Jack Massey has my full focus now. We're locked in on him. You know, I was chasing those unification fights, but unfortunately we didn't get one, so it is what it is, man. 12th of October, we do it again.
Jack, a few were offered, a few, for whatever reason, couldn't take the fight, turned it down, dates didn't match up. You put your hand up and said, we'll take this fight. Again, you're coming off, I think, a fantastic win against Isaac Chamberlain. Why were you so ready to take this one against Jai Pattaya?
Listen, this is what I do, it's my job. We're fighters at the end of the day, and you get an opportunity this big, you take it with both hands. And I know how big this opportunity is, and I'm going to take it with both hands. And I'm more than ready for the 12, so good to go. But I appreciate it, thank everyone who's made it happen. To Galashay, Ben, Spence, Kevin, Trader Joe, so thank you very much.
Many in the trade are already looking at unification fights for Jai Pattaya, right? They're talking undisputed, potentially going to bridge or even heavyweight. You've been underdog in a few fights and you've overcome that, and you've upset the apple cart before. Are you expecting to do exactly the same October 12th?
Yeah, definitely. Listen, I know I've got a tough fight ahead of me, but I don't just turn up. I don't turn up for the money. I never do. I never did against Parker, and that wasn't my weight class. So, like I said, I know I've got an opportunity here. It's a lottery ticket. I'm going to take it with both hands and do anything I can in my will to win this fight.
Jai against Marius Bradis, it almost looked like a perfect Jai Pattaya fight for 11 rounds. The 12th round got difficult. Is there something to prove against Jack Massey that you can separate yourselves from everyone else in this division?
We take a lot from fights like that, you know, being in the ring with a great fighter like Marius Bradis. But man, I'm not taking, you know, Massey lightly. You know, I know he's coming to fight. This is his opportunity to become a world champion. And I've trained those 12 rounds of war, like I always do. So I'm prepared. Let's go.
Jai Pattaya versus Jack Massey for the IBF cruiserweight title should be a fantastic fight. Chris Eubank Jr. is back. He takes on Camille Zaramata. We haven't seen Chris Eubank Jr. since I thought he put in a career best performance against Liam Smith. He's the only man I know that's been called out by everyone from 147 to 168 pounds. Chris, you're back, and it's good to see you back as well. New promotional team, new trainer for this camp as well. On the promotional team, you've chosen boxer. Why?
Why boxer? Because every other promoter out here is a scumbag. That's why. Got Frank Warren behind me, lying and cheating his way through boxing for the last couple of decades. Sued me for a couple $100,000 a few years ago, so obviously I was never going to go with him. Calais Sauerland, we locked up
Speak up, I can't hear you.
Calais Sauerland, and we locked up in a terrible contract for the last few years, squeezing money out of me at every opportunity. Scumbag. Eddie Hearn, Frank Smith, they did everything they could to try and make this fight against Conor Ben still go ahead. Still go ahead.
Why did you fight after Red Skull?
Knowing that they, that he was on steroids. Scumbags, you know. I would say the only promoter that I know for sure isn't a scumbag is His Excellency, Turki Al-Sheikh. You know, this is a man who isn't trying to take money from fighters. He isn't trying to use lawyers and accountants to lock fighters up in slave contracts. he's a man of God, he's a man of religion. That's what's most important to the people of Saudi Arabia. He just wants to put the biggest fights on, the best events on, and pay fights what they're worth. And as a fighter, it's a blessing to be a fighter at this moment in time, because this is the first time we've ever had a promoter like this in the history of boxing. Ben Shalom's a very cool guy too.
Welcome back, Chris. Harmony in the room, as expected. On your opponent choice, Chris, Kamil Zaramata, I mentioned at the top, you had fighters from 147 to 168 call you out, right? Some big names. Why Kamil?
Because I've been off a year, and this is a solid opponent, 25-2. He's only lost to 2 world champions. It's the perfect fight for me to get back into the ring after a year layoff, build a relationship with Saudi, get out there, get the ring rust off, and then go and knock off all these big names and world titles over the next 12 months.
Kamil, I'll come to you. A couple of big fights that you've been in recent years, Gennady Golovkin, Jaime Mingira as well. Chris Eubank Jr. represents another big fight. Those 2 previous ones you lost, what will be different October 12th?
Witam wszystkich. Po pierwsze chciałbym bardzo podziękować wszystkim organizatorom, którzy przyczynili się do tego, że mogę tu wystąpić.
Hello everyone. First of all, I would like to thank the promoters, the organizers.
Bardzo cieszę się z tej walki, na pewno bym chciał wykorzystać, aczkolwiek walkę z Chrisem stawiam na najważniejszą walkę w mojej karierze.
I'm really happy I'm here. I can tell you that this fight with Chris will be the most important in my career.
We all saw Chris against Liam Smith in his first fight have some troubles. Have you taken any comfort from that, knowing that he can be hurt? We saw him get knocked down and knocked out. Have you taken any comfort from that?
I didn't get knocked out. I was on my feet and the fight got stopped by the referee. Get your facts straight, please.
Apologies, he's on his feet and the fight was stopped by the referee.
Właśnie po to ciężko trenuję, tak, żeby móc wykorzystać tutaj słabości Chrisa, wejść do ringu, dać siebie wszystko i wygrać tę walkę.
That's why I train hard to find some maybe weakness or weak sides, but I promise I'm going to give my best.
I expect this to be an exciting fight. As I said, it's great to see Chris Eubank Jr. back. Chris Eubank Jr. versus Kamil Zaramata. Our co-main event is, I think, a very special one in the heavyweight division. The British heavyweight scene, as we know right now, is one of the best scenes in world boxing, and I think we have 2 guys here that are very, very close to mixing it with the very elite in the division. Their first fight, I think, could be potentially fight of the year, and they go again. I think it isn't round 1. I think it's a continuation of the first fight. So I think it's round 13. Fabio Wardley versus Fraser Clark. Both of you have watched this fight now, I'm guessing, so many times. Are we okay in saying that this fight was a draw? I'll start with you, Fabio.
Well, it depends who you ask, really, but no, I don't think it was a draw at all. I think I pressed the fight, I pressed the action. I had him going in the fight numerous times. I had him down, got a point deduction. I think there's many a point there that proved that I won the fight. But set up for a bigger rematch, so there's not too much to complain about. We get to come back to or at least I do. I get to come back to Riyadh, do it on a massive show, on a massive card, and finally settle the score properly.
Was there any hesitation in taking the fight, not because
Zero.
you won the fight Fraser, but maybe for other opportunities?
No, look, I'm in a fortunate position. I've got 4 belts at the moment. I'm ranked in the top 10 with multiple governing bodies, so I have options. But look, there was some unfinished business there. There was some bits to settle. I'm not the type of person to leave things to lie. I wanted it finished off. I want it done. I want that chapter ticked off to move forward. So yeah, look, whilst we played around with a few other options, realistically, the only real thing was to finish off Fraser.
Fraser, I feel like I know exactly what you're going to say. If I asked you, did you win the fight or was it a draw? You're going to say you won the fight, so I'm going to skip that one very quickly. How much did you want this rematch, Fraser? It seemed like you were calling it from the very beginning.
Yeah, before I got back to the changing rooms, this is the fight that I wanted. You know, draws don't sit well with me. You can see I was devastated at the end of the fight. And I'm glad we got it on because, quite frankly, you know, I've had a lot of good things to say about Fabio since that fight. But now we're here and now I've seen him. I just can't wait to smash him in the face again. So, I'm glad it's here.
Do you feel like it was a fight of two halves? Maybe Fabio started very strongly, you started slowly, but then you maybe got your momentum the second half. Do you feel like you might need to start faster this time around?
You know, we have a game plan, of course we do. But listen, I'm a reactive fighter. I'll go in there and do what I need to do. Again, a really good fight, great entertainment for everyone else. But I look back at that and just see mistake after mistake which I made. Obviously, I went to the gym and I've done my best. You know, I've put the work and really put it on myself to iron out them creases and right them wrongs. You know, I'm taking a lot from these guys that are on top of the bill. You know, they are real idols of myself. I'm just looking at them and the way they box, and mistakes can't be made. You know, when the stakes are high, it's all about who can hold it together and put their mistakes out.
Fabio, you fought on the first Riyadh season card in Ghana versus Fury. You fought David Adelaide, and it was a really incredible performance, maybe a career best performance. It's happy hunting ground for you, isn't it, going back there?
Yeah, look, it's a good place for me. All good memories. I've had some good times there. So I thank you to His Excellency, obviously, for having me on the card again, and thank you to Uncle Frank as well for sticking me on the card, because we know that Riyadh is a good place for me. It was a fantastic win for me last time I was there, so I'm looking to put on a clinical knockout performance again this time around.
Fantastic. Again, I think an incredible co-main event, British heavyweight title alongside, as you can see there, the Commonwealth heavyweight title, Fraser Clark versus Fabio Wardley. Our main event, the one that a lot of people are very excited about, and understandably so. Again, it is for the undisputed titles, the #1 light heavyweight, not just, again, I'll repeat myself, not just in this era. I think arguably one of the #1 light heavyweights of all time, Dimitri Bivol versus Artur Beterbiev. I do want to bring in Vadim Kornilov, part of Dimitri Bivol's team, Dimitri Bivol manages so many good fighters. Vadim, he's the crown jewel in your stable. Talk to me about Dimitri Bivol, just how special a fighter he is.
Thank you. Dimitri obviously has proved a lot already in his career, and I think everybody knows why he's special and what makes him special. But I just want to say, and I'll probably repeat myself, but I want to say how much we appreciate all of Riyadh and His Excellency Turkey Al Sheikh, because at the end of the day, we always said that this fight would happen, but we never knew how and in what what type of a fight it would be, what level of a show it would be, and now we see that this fight is getting the attention and the type of hype that it deserves, because like Eddie and everybody mentioned, it's probably one of the most competitive fights in the sport, and it's probably one of the biggest fights we're going to see this year. And I just want to say that we're looking forward to October 12th. We appreciate very much everything that's been done bringing up to this fight, because for us it's kind of been the build-up to the fight. I want to say thank you to Eddie, Frank Smith, all of Matchroom, Andre Rubinsky from World of Boxing, who's been with us from the beginning, Queensberry, The Zone, Spencer, and everybody involved. And definitely appreciate Top Rank and Artur Beterbiev, and we look forward to a big event. Dimitri has had an amazing camp. Hopefully everything goes well towards October 12th, and we look forward to this fight.
Thank you very much, Vadim. Before we speak to Dimitri Bivol, I want to get a word. Obviously, Artur is your in charge and has been from the get-go. Look, highly ranked by everyone when it comes to pound-for-pound rankings. I don't see his name worse than number 5. A very special fighter, 20 wins, 20 fights, 20 knockouts, an incredible record. Just how special is Artur Beterbiev?
You know, when we come to the fight game, the one thing we really like is we like that absolute determination when somebody goes for the absolute destruction. And every time Artur gets in the ring, he just goes determined. And when I first met him in Canada, I was scared out of my mind sitting at a table. Frank and I are right now just shaking in our boots right now because the guy is an absolute animal. You just feel it. And last press conference, he says, I don't say much. I say, well, 2 words. He knows. That's all he said. So for the lack of speaking that he gives, he puts on an incredible performance. And I think we're all in for a special treat with 2 guys in their prime meeting each other at the great weight class. So Artur is going to put on an incredible performance. We're going for 21, by the way.
Certainly are. And let's welcome in the current WBA and IBO champion, unbeaten Dimitri Bivol. Dimitri, it's been an incredible journey so far. Topped off, I think, by that Canelo victory in Las Vegas. He then followed it up with the Zerdo Ramirez performance as well. 2 very, very good fighters. Canelo at the time, arguably maybe pound for pound #1. But this is the fight you've been wanting and asking for a few years now. Was it just because it was undisputed, or was it you wanted to fight Maturbian?
First of all, hello everybody. Yes, I wanted the undisputed fight first, and I wanted to fight against the best boxers in light heavyweight divisions. This was my goals, to make my name in this sport. And he has these belts, and I'm so appreciate to Saudi, to His Excellency that he made this fight. He's making this fight happen. I'm so appreciate to my team, Vadim Kornilov, to my promoters, Eddie Hearn, Frank Smith, Andrei Rybinski. Everyone was wanted to make this fight also. And of course to Artur Beterbiev, thank you for making this fight also. And this is my goal when I came to pro boxing. Of course, I put my target that I need to be the best in where I'm doing. In light heavyweight division, I have to be the best. And this is the final fight to prove myself.
What would it mean to become undisputed? It isn't just the belts that we see now, it's the Ring Magazine title as well. It's every single belt in boxing. What would it mean come October 12th, around midnight, for you to have all those belts around your waist, carrying them all around your arms?
What it means for me, I'm in boxing since 6 years old. All my journey, I was working hard, I sacrificed a lot, and this is like final step. Did I do everything right or not? And I wanna make it like I did everything right.
So far so good, as is so far so good as well for Artur Beterbiev. Artur, incredible record. I know world champion has your record. You've knocked out everyone or stopped everyone that you fought. You're expected to do the same by many in your team as well. But talk to me about becoming undisputed and what it would mean for you.
Hello everybody. First of all, I want to thank you for Season Ariad, for Excellency, to make this happen, this fight, for my company Top Rank, Miss Berry, for my opponent company, my opponent, for everyone. It's been like, you know, when you, it's top of meaning in professional boxing when you have 4 belts. You know, and that's it. I want to win another 4th one.
Does it matter that the opponent is Dimitri Bivol? Could it have been anyone here? Or does it mean something extra special that it is someone that you've known for so many years in Dimitri Bivol?
Can you repeat it?
Does it matter that the opponent is Dimitri? Or does it mean something special that it is Dimitri because you've known Dimitri for so long?
If I understand, because I hear very well here. If I understand, every opponent is different. I think so. Every person is different. That's why he's good. But we prepared for this fight some different scenarios. To be ready for everything.
I have to ask, and be remiss of me if I didn't ask about the injury. It seemed from the outside to be a big injury. Fully recovered, we are going to see a 100% Artur Beterbiev, no excuses.
Yes, because I always do preparation for 100%. If I'm not there, I don't want to do like, for half is not for me.
Yeah, I know you're a man of very few words, so I will ask you for a prediction. I mean, again, so far, no one has gone the distance with you. Do you expect to go the distance October 12th?
I never did prediction, but you know, I never thinking about someone. You know, it's happened. Like I always more focus for different details. You know, like to prepare to do good things. I mean, for me, good things.
And again, for both of you, so far so good, 2 unbeaten fighters. This is what we want, right? The best meeting, the best, undisputed, everything on the line, and it will be on the line, not just for these fighters, for everyone on this card as well. Before the fighters do a face-off, and I'm really intrigued about some of these face-offs, we have a trailer to show you. Everyone's excited about the trailers. I am as well. I've not yet seen this one, but I've been told it is incredible. Here's the trailer for Dimitri Bivol versus Artur Beterbiev, the 4th round showdown.